Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that e.l.f. just spent $1 billion on 10 skincare products. 10! While they sell over 300 products for under $9 each. But here's what blew my mind when I dug into the data. They didn't buy Rhodes for the products. They bought it for this. And what I'm about to show you changes everything we thought we knew about brand acquisitions. Look, everyone's talking about Hailey Bieber selling her skincare brand. The headlines, the hot takes, the business analysis, but nobody's asking the real question. Who were they actually buying? Because when we analyzed Rhode's audience using our platform at Audiense, we discovered something that makes this billion-dollar deal make perfect sense. And honestly, kind of genius. And make sure you stick around until the end, because I'm going to reveal which beauty brands are probably getting phone calls right now and the creator partnerships that could become the next billion-dollar deals. And trust me, one of these predictions is going to blow your mind. By the end of the video, you're going to see why this wasn't just a beauty acquisition and why every brand should be paying attention to what e.l.f. just pulled off. Here's the thing that nobody's talking about. 60% of Rhodes' customers don't even care about skincare. Let me say that again. The majority of people buying Rhode products, they're not skincare enthusiasts. They're Bieber superfans who would literally buy anything Hailey touches. We call them the day ones, women who grew up listening to Justin Bieber and are emotionally invested in everything he and Hailey do. These people don't shop based on ingredients or price points. If Hailey endorsed mud in a jar, they'd buy it. And that is what e.l.f. just purchased for $1 billion. Not a skincare brand, but a cult following. But here's the genius part. Rhode never needed to spend money on big marketing campaigns because this customer base was already obsessed with Hailey's social accounts. Any announcement she made on Instagram or TikTok, worth millions in ad dollars. These customers generate free marketing through their own content. They're all influencers rushing to the channels to review or post about the products. They're fans first, customers second, and e.l.f. can never remove Hailey as the face of the brand or lose her social reach. Otherwise, they'd be losing 60% of their customers overnight. But to understand how she built this empire, you need to see her marketing strategy because it's unlike anything I've ever analyzed. All right, let me take you back. June 2022, Hailey launches with 3 products, just 3. Most brands pay for a successful launch, but Rhode hit $10 million in 11 days. But here's what's insane. Hailey built a TikTok audience of 15.7 million followers. Compare that to e.l.f., they only have 3.4 million. But she didn't stop there. She's massive on Instagram, YouTube, plus millions are searching for her on Google every month. This means she reaches Gen Z, millennials, and boomers, and that's almost impossible to do. Her strategy was completely different. No shopping hauls, no what I eat in a day videos. Instead, she showed people how to use Rhode's products, teased what was coming next, built real anticipation, and she didn't follow TikTok trends. She started them. Glazed donut skin, that was her. Latte makeup, strawberry girl, all Hailey. Then came the scarcity marketing. Limited drops, always sold out, thousands of wait lists. She made Rhode feel exclusive, like an it girl brand, because that's exactly what it became. But here's where it gets really interesting. This wasn't just about getting Gen Z customers. There's actually 5 completely different types of people buying Rhode products. And when you see the breakdown, you'll understand why e.l.f. CEO probably had the easiest board meeting of his life. All right, meet the aesthetically driven, our first segment. These are women aged 24 to 34 living in London, Chicago, Paris. But here's what makes them fascinating. They don't just buy skincare, they curate their entire lives around aesthetics. They follow archival fashion accounts like Hadid Files and Archive Ken religiously. They build mood boards and align their purchases with their personal vibe. For them, Rhode isn't just a product, it's a lifestyle accessory. They literally shop with their eyes first. If it doesn't fit their aesthetic, they won't buy it no matter how effective it is. They collect products like art pieces. They're not writing reviews, they're posting pictures of Rhode strategically placed on their perfectly organized makeup counters. And Hailey understood this perfectly. Rhode's packaging, understated, photogenic, Instagram ready. The website, simple, aesthetic, totally aligned with the clean girl look they strive for. But they're not even Rhodes' biggest spenders. That title goes to our next segment. All right, the glow-getters, ages 25 to 34, living in London, Boston, and New York. These people are skincare obsessed. And here's the crazy part. They already had a high affinity for e.l.f. before this acquisition. Look at this data. They're shopping at Sephora, Ulta, buying Rare Beauty, Fenty, and e.l.f. products. Rhode just completed their collection. They are your heavy makeup consumers who have done their research, tried everything from luxury to drugstore, and kept coming back to Rhode. They're the ones leaving 5-star reviews, posting get ready with me videos, creating tutorials. They're first to try new products and post about their experience within 24 hours. They drive product virality. But here's what's brilliant. They're budget conscious despite being brand aware. So Rhode, with luxury leaning formulas at accessible price points, nails the sweet spot perfectly. They're basically free marketing machines, and e.l.f. just bought access to all of them. The remaining 3 segments complete the picture. The day ones, Justin's original fan base, who'd buy anything Hailey creates, regardless of reviews or price. The multi-fandom lifers, your Gen Z engine with 96% mobile usage, active from midnight to 5 a.m., constantly sharing content. They're fluent in the entire digital ecosystem and turn product drops into viral moments. And the Rhode core loyalists, the brand backbone. They don't just buy when products launch, they're regular restockers. They DM Rhode to bring back sold-out products and keep the brand culturally relevant between drops. 5 completely different motivations, but they all converged on one brand. That's not luck, that's strategic audience building. But here's what really made this acquisition brilliant. It wasn't actually about beauty at all. It was about tariffs. e.l.f.'s entire strategy is built on the under $9 price point. To maintain those prices, they manufacture in China, but with rising tariffs threatening that model, their margins were about to get destroyed. They needed to diversify fast. Rhode, manufactured in the US, gives them a tariff-free premium line with built-in cultural equity. It's not just a beauty acquisition, it's a logistical masterpiece that solves their biggest business threat while acquiring the most engaged Gen Z audience in beauty. So what does this mean for e.l.f.? They just acquired a completely different type of customer. e.l.f.'s main audience is women aged 25 to 34 who are budget-conscious mothers. Rhode brings in an even younger, cooler demographic that spends way more time online and way more money on beauty products. But here's what's fascinating. e.l.f.'s existing audience already had a high affinity for skincare, which was barely part of e.l.f.'s product line until now. Rhode becomes their cultural halo brand, the Gen Z-facing jewel that makes the parent company look cooler, younger, and hyper-relevant. e.l.f. didn't just acquire Rhode, they acquired a fan club, an aesthetic, and a Gen Z brand-building machine. But here's what every other beauty brand should be panicking about right now. Because if they don't act fast, they're about to get left behind. Wet n Wild, ColourPop, Revolution Beauty, these brands are all in the exact same position as e.l.f. was in. They compete on price, manufacture in China, and rising tariffs are about to destroy their margins. So we ran the numbers, and I'm about to tell you exactly which creator brands they need to acquire and which ones are probably getting phone calls right now. First up, Wet n Wild needs to acquire Nimia by Nikki Tutorials, and here's why this is genius. Look at this audience overlap. These customers are already buying from both brands. Nimia brings what Wet n Wild desperately needs: credibility with Gen Z and actual engagement. Wet n Wild has broad reach, but terrible engagement. Nimia has small reach, but their audience is obsessed. Plus, Nikki Tutorials has 15 million YouTube subscribers and a massive European reach. And Nimia is manufactured in the US and UK, no tariffs. Plus, they bring skin prep products that Wet n Wild doesn't even have. It's perfect, but that's not even the most shocking pairing that we found. All right, so ColourPop should acquire Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I know what you're thinking, but look at the data. The customer overlap is undeniable. ColourPop has lost the diehard fandom that they built early momentum. Jeffree's audience still fiercely loyal and high converting. Jeffree still has 15 million YouTube subscribers, 6 million on Instagram, and a proven history of selling out palettes in minutes. Sound familiar? That's exactly what Hailey did with Rhode. Plus, Jeffree Star Cosmetics is manufactured in LA. No tariffs. ColourPop gets the passionate fan base, Jeffree gets the manufacturing scale and distribution. It's brilliant. And finally, Revolution Beauty needs Lunar Beauty by Manny Mua. 5 million YouTube subscribers, trusted by the community, and Lunar Beauty brings the aesthetic sophistication that Revolution is missing. Revolution brings global retail distribution, Manny brings brand loyalty and emotional engagement. Together, they could reintroduce Revolution to the creator economy and get into Sephora. Here's the thing, the Rhode acquisition just proved that in today's beauty landscape, audiences trump inventory every time. Rhode built a billion-dollar brand with zero paid media. Instead, mood board accounts, UGC, TikTok Get Ready With Me's, and fandom-led hype. The ROI wasn't in impressions, it was in identity. For Wet n Wild, ColourPop, and Revolution Beauty, the question isn't whether to follow e.l.f.'s playbook. It's which creator partnership will get them there first. Because mark my words, within the next 18 months, we're going to see at least one of these acquisitions happen. And when it does, remember you heard it here first. The data doesn't lie. A cult brand beats a huge catalog. Audience is more important than advertising, and creator-led brands are the new IP. If you want to see which creator brand your favorite company should acquire next, check out Audience. We've got the audience intelligence that predicted all of this. And let me know in the comments, which of these acquisitions do you think will happen first? Because based on what I'm seeing in the data, some of these deals might be happening sooner than you think. Trust me, the next billion-dollar beauty acquisition is coming, and now you know exactly what to watch for.